Today I'm going to tell you an interesting horror story, so watch till the end. It's going to be very creepy. It all started 3 weeks ago on a quiet Thursday night. My name is Ryan, and I'm a 27-year-old freelance programmer who spends most of his time in front of a screen. I've never been superstitious or a believer in ghosts, demons, or anything remotely paranormal. Science explained everything, or at least I thought it did. But what happened to me made me question everything I ever believed. I had recently moved into a new apartment in an old building downtown. The rent was cheap, the place was surprisingly clean, and I liked the quiet. The neighbors were invisible, which for someone like me was a blessing. But after a week I started waking up at exactly the same time every night. 3:17 a.m., not 3:15, not 3:30, 3:17 a.m. sharp. At first, I thought it was just a coincidence. Maybe I drank too much water before bed. Maybe it was just stress. But the strange part was, each time I woke up, I felt uneasy, like something was in the room with me, watching, breathing, but there was never anything there. Just silence and darkness. Still, I told myself it was in my head. Out of curiosity, I downloaded a sleep tracker app that a friend had mentioned. It recorded sounds while you slept, breathing, snoring, movement, even talking in your sleep. I figured it would be interesting to see what I did at night. I set it up, plugged in my phone, and went to sleep. The next morning, I checked the app. It had recorded several clips, mostly rustling sheets and the occasional deep sigh. But there was one clip exactly at 3:17 a.m. that made me sit upright in bed. It was faint at first, just static, then a whisper. A deep, raspy voice, almost too low to hear, said, "Ryan." I froze. I replayed it again and again. The voice was not mine. I hadn't spoken. I hadn't even moved. It sounded like someone was standing right next to the microphone, saying my name. I laughed nervously, trying to explain it away. Maybe it was an audio glitch? Maybe the app played tricks on users to get downloads. Deep down, something felt wrong. I shared the clip with my friend James, who worked in audio engineering. He ran it through some software, removed the background noise, enhanced the waveform. What we heard next chilled us both to the bone. There were 3 voices layered together. The first said, "Ryan." The second voice, whispering over it, said, "Wake up." And the third one, slow, slithering, said, "He's listening now." James looked at me, pale. "Dude, this is not a prank. These are real frequencies. It's like 3 people were in your room. I didn't sleep that night. Not because I wasn't tired, but because I was terrified. Terrified that if I closed my eyes, those voices would return. That something I couldn't see would be standing over me, whispering my name in the dark. The next night, I set up a camera in my room along with the sleep tracker. I pointed it toward my bed, left a small lamp on in the corner, and tried to sleep. At exactly 3:17 a.m., I woke up gasping. I didn't hear a noise. I didn't feel anything. But I woke up anyway, like something yanked me out of a dream. I grabbed my phone and checked the app. Another clip. This time it was louder, a whisper again. "You're not alone." Followed by a faint laugh, then breathing, close, deep, like something was leaning right over the phone. Shaking, I played back the camera footage. Most of it was normal. Until 3:17, in the corner of the frame, near the mirror across from my bed, the reflection moved. But I didn't move. The person in the mirror turned their head slowly toward the bed. My body remained still, eyes closed. But the reflection was awake, watching me, and then it smiled. I screamed. I ran out of the apartment and drove to James's place. I stayed there for 2 nights, too afraid to go home. James convinced me to return with him and do a thorough sweep. "Maybe it's just old mirror glass," he said. "Reflections can play tricks." We returned in the afternoon. The apartment looked fine, normal, no signs of break-in, no weird energy. I even felt a little silly for overreacting. That night I drank a small bottle of whiskey and took a sleeping pill, desperate to avoid 3:17 a.m. But it didn't help. I didn't wake up at 3:17. I woke up at 3:18. And I was already standing in the hallway. I don't remember getting up. I don't remember walking there. I just remember staring at my front door, hand on the knob, with no idea how or why I got there. The app had recorded again, but this time, no whispers, only a growl, low, animalistic, something not human. I moved out the next day. I deleted the app. I deleted the clips. I threw away the mirror. I even changed my phone number. But the dreams didn't stop. Every night I saw the reflection. Smiling, whispering. Sometimes I wake up with bruises on my neck. Scratches on my arms. My fingernails are clean, too clean, like someone else cleaned them. And last night I heard it again, not from the app, but with my own ears, a whisper. Right next to me, as I lay frozen in bed, it said, "Why did you stop listening?" So now, I don't sleep anymore. I stay awake, I drink coffee, I blast music. I keep all the lights on, but no matter what I do. At 3:17 a.m., the lights flicker, my phone records even when I delete the app. And sometimes I see myself walking down the hallway, even though I'm lying still in bed. So if you're watching this, thinking of downloading a sleep tracker, trying to be curious, don't, because something out there is listening. And once it hears you, it doesn't stop. If you like the video, don't forget to share and subscribe, and definitely leave a comment.